it is Alpha Beta full release, and welcome to part 1 of something I did a while ago on my channel, and then just kinda stopped. I'm going to restart it completely, with the goal of not stopping, and just kinda keeping it going, and we'll see how it goes. This is, of course, WynnCraft, which is a MMORPG Minecraft server. Highly recommend playing it. I will put the IP down in the description for you to try it out. And to start off, we have an important decision. Which character are we going to pick? We have Archer, which is good defense and range, alright spells, or good damage and range, alright spells, but terrible defense. The Warrior, which is good damage and defense, but not really good with range and spells. The Mage, which is really good spells, alright defense and range, terrible damage. The Assassin, which is good damage, good defense, terrible range, and it's alright in terms of the power of the spells. And something that's new as of an update that is, well, actually, like, kinda old now. The Shaman, good defense, good range and spell, or good damage, good range and spells, no defense. And I think I'm going to go with the Assassin. To start off with, we're going to select the Assassin, and we have blindness. I'm actually going to go ahead and to skip the tutorial. And we are placed inside a castle. You can feel free to... Oh, I'm gonna turn down the music. You can, of course, feel free to do the tutorial if you so choose. I will not be doing so. And this castle we are in, well, let's talk to Ragni's king. Hello, your friends just left. They told me quite the story about what happened to you three on the way here. That's what happens in the tutorial. Welcome to the Wynn province. This is the noble fort of Ragni, one of the oldest and most influential cities in the province. Your job as a soldier of Wynn is to stop the growth of the monsters that are ravaging the province. You might want to train a little more beforehand, though. Many lives are lost every day. Anyway, good luck. If you are lost, use map.WynnCraft.com, as it is very useful if you don't know where to go. Take this Ragni teleportation scroll too. It will bring you back here if you use it. And with that, we have completed a quest, King's Recruit. I'll go over anything in a minute. So, we come out, we enter Ragni, and area discovered. One of two great fortresses in Wynn. Ragni has survived over 1,000 years of war, sometimes barely. It is the hometown of the 146-year-old hero Bob, who hasn't been seen in 16 years. Alright. So, about a lot of the things that the king said. This is the quest book. This wasn't what the king said, but this is where you can see all the quests for you to do. We have one that we are eligible to do called Enzan's brother. If you go all the way to the end, this is your completed quest. King's Recruit is the one we just completed. Normally, the tutorial takes 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how fast you go through it. I skipped it, so we got it done in about a minute. Anyway, I think we can get started on that next quest soon, but a few things I want to go over first. First up is the map. Alright, so this is the map.WynnCraft.com that the king had told us about, and as you can see, here is Ragni over here, and here's the Emerald Trail, which we will eventually be traveling to. Spoilers. On the map, you can actually see There's actually some stations I'd forgot to go over. The woodworking station is kind of over here in the corner. So is the dueling station. There's a blacksmith that is on this side of Ragni as well. Also, I just realized I'm putting this part in the video before the tour of Ragni, even though I'm recording it after I recorded all the footage. So spoilers, I guess. I forget to go over this part of Ragni, and then you can also kind of see a sneak peek of all the towns we'll be visiting. Detlis, Maltic, Nemract, Elkern, Nivla Woods is probably where we'll be going in the next episode, or the one after that. We'll be starting to venture into there. Almage has the best music that I've heard so far. And yeah, there's some islands over here. And then you'll get to the province of Gavel, which we're currently in the province of Wynn. And you have a ton of towns over here. Then there's Corcus Island. This is what the map looks like. Back to the game. And next up, I kind of want to give a little tour of Ragni. Pretty much all the towns you'll be visiting will have a few spots that you'll want to keep track of, and I am going to show off where they are in each town we visit. First off, Ragni. The bank. You will be able to store your emeralds inside the bank. You can change them to emerald blocks once you get a stack of emeralds, or you can change your emerald blocks into 64 emeralds. Now, you can actually put a ton of items in your ender chest. All the items in your ender chest are shared between the 6 different profiles you can have on one Minecraft account. Mine's not terribly organized, though there is some sort of organization. This is from like a level 40 account, class I have with all this material. It might be useful to tap into if I ever just don't feel like grinding stuff out. But generally, I will stay out of taking stuff out of the bank. I'll probably only put stuff in. But that is the bank. Next up, armor shop across the street. You can buy armor. It's generally not that good, and I generally wouldn't recommend buying armor, but you can if you want to. You'll also see armoring and tailoring stations. These are crafting, and I will go over those later. Continuing down this main street, the bakery. This is not really that important, though this is where you do find the cooking station here. The cook, he's important later. Over here is the blacksmith. You can sell, scrap, or repair your items. If you sell any items you have, you'll get emeralds for that item. Scrap items, you can use scrap to repair crafted weapons and armor. I'll go over crafting later. And repair items, use scrap to repair. Potion shop. Here you can buy potions. Again, I wouldn't really recommend buying potions because you'll get a ton. I always end up with way more than I know what to do with. This is also where you'll find the woodworking station. Nope. My bad. Alright, this is where you can find the alchemism station. The woodworking station is in the weapons shop, yes. This is also where you find the weaponsmithing station and the weapon merchant. You can buy weapons. I, again, not really recommend it. You'll get much better stuff from killing monsters, because they have a chance to drop armor and weapons. That's where you'll get all your good stuff. Finally, the scroll shop. This is where the scribing station is, where you can craft scrolls. The scroll merchant sells teleport scrolls. That is very useful, and something you should. Teleport scrolls are probably, if you're going to be buying anything from any merchants, It's definitely teleportation scrolls. Okay, so I am back on the server, and here is the castle for Ragni. As you can see, I'm on this main street here. If you take a right here, and just now you're in this like town square type area. If you just keep going back here, quite a ways back here, here's the other blacksmith that I had mentioned. If you go into this house over here, is the jeweling station. And if you exit through here underneath this house and head over here into this like barracks type house, this is the woodworking station. So I think next up, let's look at this quest. Enzan's brother. Talk to Enzan close to the exit of Ragni at those coordinates. So people are doing really well. Here is Enzan again, so we'll go ahead and talk to him. I see you want to venture into the wilderness. My name is Enzan, and I am now a retired knight. I've spent most of my life fighting for Ragni's army, just like you. I know how hard it must be to be a recruit at this time, so I've got something that can help you. Well, I don't have it, but my brother does. Follow this road. He's at the entrance of the Nibble Forest. You can't miss him. Just head to the end of the trail, past the item identifier. Tell him I sent you. He can be such a jerk to strangers sometimes. And just like that, we have started the quest. So, we're now on the Emerald Trail, and there are zombies to fight. If you can just left click and attack them. Oops. I'm getting hit by the archers who are supposed to be aiming at the zombies. Okay. So you can left click to just do a normal attack. Killing monsters gives you experience. Combat experience specifically. Also, and once you get so much experience, you do level up. I'll go over leveling up in a minute. I suppose I'll run back into Ragni to go over leveling up. Oh, jeez. Leveling up. Every time you level up, you'll want to go to your character info. This is where you can find all the information on your stats. And every time you level up, you get 2 skill points, which you can spend on different attributes. And you can, of course, kind of build classes differently depending on what you select. Oh, I totally forgot about the objectives. Jeez, alright. So there are objectives on the side of the screen. Oh, jeez. Alright. Oh, jeez, I'm like overwhelmed by everything. Alright, level up. Great. So, objectives on the side of the screen are objectives. Complete them and you get a reward. Okay. Now, another combat tool you have are spells. You initiate a spell by right-clicking and then input the correct stuff afterward for a specific spell. If you have an archer class where your default attack button is right-click, you'll start all your spells with left-click input. So, the king, if you remember, 7 years ago, recommended us to kind of train a little bit. The posts and the trees, which you'll have noticed, like whatever, I'll go over those probably in the next episode. I will get to everything eventually, but yeah, I'll go over everything eventually. That is your gathering. Here's copper that you can gather. I will also show you what I would consider to be like the best spots for gathering every type of material. But there are some buildings that we happen to be passing up on the side of the road here. This is just a guard tower, nothing special in it. here's a blacksmith. You'll find blacksmiths every so often. And here is an item identifier. Every time you kill an enemy, you get a chance for them to drop an unidentified item. I don't happen to have any, but I will show you. I'll show you that once I do get any. For now, we'll just keep going, traveling along the trail. There are stronger enemies the further you get along the trail. There's this zombie throwing fire at us. He's actually really strong. I'll have to be careful. Okay. Yeah, hit him. Good. Alright. Okay, we got a potion. Potions can be used to heal yourself. I think, oh, it's a level 5 potion. Great. There are potions for level 1, but, Nibble Forest this way, we just gotta keep going. Alright. Tool Merchant. If you complete the tutorial, you will have all of the tools. I, however, do not have all of the tools because I just skipped the tutorial. So I'm going to buy one. Oh, jeez. Alright. So I'm going to buy one at a time and go over them. But not right now. We've got a quest to finish right now. We can just keep going. You can see now where enemies used to be like level 1 or level 3. Now they're level 7 and 5. So they're definitely quite stronger. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade more stuff. Alright. Great. You'll also find working stations along your travels. I'm just gonna keep going. We are almost to the end of our quest. Oh! He dropped a new weapon. I will go over that in a minute here. Just kill this. New area discovered. Nibla Forest entrance. Okay, whatever. Thurk. Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, my brother? Sorry, I didn't know. Yes, I actually do have something that could help you. Take this chain. It's an ingredient, one of its kind. You know how to craft, right? If you use this with your recipe, you can create a powerful item. I recommend you use it soon before it loses its value. Use the crafting stations right here. Right there. You'll definitely need a good weapon if you plan to reach Doubtless, the trading city. It's right through this forest. Before the 1.18 or 1.19 update that added the shaman, Thurk was actually much meaner to you. He did not give you a chain, he instead gave you a fire powder 1, which I will go over powders eventually. And he was also a lot less nice to you. Oh, go on, I don't have time for you. My brother keeps sending me people all the time. They keep coming expecting free stuff. What a cruel joke. So that's kinda the tone he had before. Alright. Oh! An unidentified item. Perfect. And now we're level 5. Alright. So now that I have an unidentified item, I will take it to the item identifier and go over it. Alright, so back at the item identifier, we can give him our unidentified boots, and they have a certain level range that they will be. All unidentified items are like this. They also have a tier. There's a few tiers. I will list them in the video in order, top to bottom, from most rare to least rare. The rarer they are, generally, the better they are. Or like best to worst, generally. That also costs emeralds to identify. So we'll identify, and you'll see we got kickers. All armor affects your health attribute, and generally also have some sort of extra modifiers. A lot of weapons will also modify your health and other attributes. We have these andesite honed shears that are combat level minimum of 8. point, we're only level 5. And these require level 10. Again, we can't use because we're only level 5. Now, I think what I'm going to do, now that we have finished the quest, is I'm going to go back and buy a fishing rod and start to go over gathering. Alright, so, back at the tool merchant, we're going to buy a tier 1 fishing rod. We cannot use a tier 2 fishing rod because we need to be fishing level minimum of 5. So now we have this gathering rod. You have four different gathering professions. Jeez. Which you can go to your character menu to see. There's fishing, woodcutting, mining, and farming. They each, using them, you can collect certain items to be used in crafting, which I will go over later. You start off level 1 in all those, and at level 1 for fishing, you can only collect one thing, and that is trout. And the closest, and really one of the best places to collect trout, is right here on Emerald Trail. But first, let's talk to this gathering post. Oh, need to be fishing level 8. Let's not talk to this gathering post. Yeah, you need to be fishing level 8. So instead, here's some trout. Or, no, my bad, gudgeon. Or maybe it's just gudgeon. You just, like, left click. Alright. Yeah, it's gudgeon, my bad. And, you left click or right click, and depending on what you, click, you will get a certain type of thing. For fish, you can either get fish oil or fish meat. Level 5 in the gathering thing. And, then switch to a tier 2 item. I'm gonna start collecting some, gudgeon meat now. Now, you'll notice how fast I'm leveling up. It will start to slow down a ton. And we're already level 5. So that's fishing and collecting from fish. There are 3 different tiers of, refined material you can have. 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. The, more stars, the better it is. Generally. So, I'm going to return to the bank. Oops. Actually, no, I'm not going to return to the bank yet. We're going to go to the tool merchant again, and we're going to buy the next thing, the next tool that is available for us, which is, okay, gathering axe. Trees are about the easiest thing to harvest. I don't really have to show you where a good harvesting spot for trees are, because they're literally all around. Just left click or right click, and you'll get either refined wood or paper. See, we got some wood. We'll go over here, and I'll right click for some paper. Got some oak paper. I'll just kind of alternate between left click and right click to get to woodcutting level 5. And again, we're leveling up really fast. We're already level 3. And now we are level 5. So we in that got 3 1-star oak wood, 3 1-star oak paper, and that's it. So, now that we have some materials, let's go back to Ragni and see if we can use any of the crafting stations. Alright, so we're back in Ragni. Oh! It's Bob the Zombie. Not anymore. Okay. Oh, there we go. We completed an objective. So, we have fish meat and fish oil. I think maybe we'll try some cooking. Here's the cooking station. Let's see. You need, alright, so you need wheat grains. We don't have wheat grains yet. If you go to a workstation, it'll tell you what you need. Once I find a workstation that we can use, I will come back. Oh! Hey look, I found a workstation which we can use. Alright, so here I actually happen to find a workstation to use. We need 1 gudgeon oil and 1 oak paper. So we'll input a gudgeon oil. We'll use a 2-star and an oak paper. And we can apparently also use this chain, but you can only use it in woodworking, weaponsmithing, armoring, and tailoring, which we're not doing. So we can craft a scroll, and we'll see what we get. Ripped Choir of Secrets. So it heals 27 hearts, and you need to be combat level 2 to do it. That's actually better than the level 5 healing potion. Alright. So I guess I've kind of underestimated crafting. It's actually pretty good. I generally don't do it. But after doing that and seeing how good it is, you have certain levels in crafting as well. There's 8 crafting things: scribing, jeweling, alchemism, cooking, weaponsmithing, tailoring, woodworking, and armoring. I will probably do a lot of those just because they actually seem to be pretty good. But the thing with all crafted items is they have durability. And also all the tools actually have durability as well. Now, I suppose we can actually craft another scroll. I'll go ahead and do that. It may actually be better. The scroll may actually be better because I used the 2-star oil. We'll see. Yeah, this one's not quite as good, but it's still pretty good. So, and now we're level 3. And I actually just realized the reason why we're leveling up so much is because there's currently a double XP multiplier. So, alright. I think we'll call that good for now. Next time, I will go over mining and farming, and probably some more of the crafting as well. And we'll probably start the next quest, Poisoning the Pest. Bye.